What causes challah dough not to rise? Imagine preparing for Shabbat and your challah dough just won't rise. It can be frustrating, but understanding what might be causing this can help you succeed every time. Challah baking is a cherished tradition, and getting that perfect lift is part of the J. So, what could be stopping your dough from rising? Let's explore some common reasons. First, yeast is the key to rising. If you use old or expired yeast, it might be dead and unable to produce the carbon dioxide needed to lift the dough. Always check the expiration date and store yeast in a cool, dry place. When activating yeast, use warm water around 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 degrees Celsius. Too cold water will slow or stop yeast activity, while too hot water over 120 degrees Fahrenheit or 48 degrees Celsius can kill the yeast. Salt is another factor. If salt touches the yeast directly, it can kill it. Mix salt with the flour first or add it separately after the yeast has been activated. The dough's composition also matters. Challah is an enriched bread, meaning it contains sugar, eggs, and oil. These ingredients slow down yeast activity because they compete for water or coat the flour proteins. This is why challah often takes longer to rise than simple bread dough. If your dough is too wet or sticky, it might spread out instead of rising upward. Adding a little more flour can help it hold its shape. But be careful, adding too much flour makes the dough tough and harder to rise. Environmental conditions are also important. Yeast loves warmth, ideally between 75 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit or 24 to 30 degrees Celsius. If your kitchen is cold, the dough will rise slowly or not at all. Covering the dough with a damp cloth or plastic wrap helps keep moisture and warmth in. Placing the dough in a warm spot, like inside a turned-off oven with the light on or on top of a refrigerator, can give it the perfect environment. Patience is key, especially in colder weather. Rushing the process can lead to dense challah. Handling techniques also matter. Underkneading results in weak gluten development, which makes it hard for the dough to trap gas. Overhandling after the first rise can deflate the dough, making it less likely to rise well again. Using a challah pan can help the dough rise upward instead of spreading out, giving you a better shape and height. Practical tips include proofing your yeast first by dissolving it in warm water with a little sugar to see if it bubbles. Always use fresh yeast and store it properly in the refrigerator. Keep the dough in a warm, draft-free place during rising, and cover it well to retain moisture. Remember, especially in colder seasons, giving the dough extra time to rise makes a big difference. Adjust the flour and liquid amounts to get a smooth, elastic dough that isn't too sticky. Using a challah pan can also help shape and support the dough as it rises. Paying attention to these details will help your challah rise beautifully, making your Shabbat table even more special.